Good morning. I had the opportunity this morning to sit roughly half an hour at the terrace that if you look out of the window just by the lake, basically just looking at the lake, doing nothing. And when you look at this beautiful lake, I thought, what is so bloody inspiring about nature? And I found it's just so natural. It's so simple. You see sometimes a leaf falling down the tree, beautifully reminding you that everything undergoes transformation, everything changes, names of forums change, people change, society changes. You see a fish dipping up once in a while, making these little ripples on the water. You see that everything is having consequences. And we felt very much that this environment of this place out here, with all the efforts for you to get here, might create the right circumstances for us to go even a bit deeper in our understanding, to have more insights, to maybe have better connections. And after all this effort being here, thanks you for taking this effort. We have 2 days together, and let's use this time as much as we can. That's why I would like to invite you to please get up, please stand up. When I was a child and when I went to church, there was always one part I liked the most. It's Pax Vobiscum. In English, peace is with you. That's when you turn around to your neighbor and say, peace be with you, or may you be well, or may you be nice, or just hello. Please say hello to your neighbor, that you know who's left and right to you. That's always fun. Next time. Okay, you can take your seat if you want. And getting the maximum out of these 2 days of your precious lifetime, I think there's one thing is really essential, and that is that you have to know what you want. So I would invite you to take a minute to just reflect, like I could do this morning at the lake. What should happen that these 2 days become really valuable for you? Maybe write it down. It always helps you as a reminder, because we have a very forgetful mind. Maybe write down, I will be quiet for half a minute. What should happen? Do you want to learn something? Do you want to meet someone? Do you want to just have a good time? Just please reflect on it. We will come back to it. We don't have the time to share it with everyone because we are 142 people here. We are another roughly 140 people on the live stream. So we don't have the time to ask you all individually, but we will get back to this in breaks and others. And this will also help you to connect to the others. Thank you. Second essential thing to make it most valuable for us here, I think, is a matter of attention. So I would really kindly ask you to postpone your email checking and all the writing, to be engaged somewhere else into the breaks that we provided, especially after lunch. We provided a break that you can use for several things I will announce later, but maybe the emailing can be done a bit later. You might have checked it this morning. But you know, when you're here in front and when you're speaking to you, it's not really inspiring when you see all these Dells and Apple signs and just basically speak into walls. So of course, if some of you have to, unfortunately, report back to your department or where you work for and need a report, that's fine if you use your computer. You're grown up, I can't forbid it. The Wi-Fi is for free, there's not even a password. So, but please, the more attentive you are, the more inspiring it is for the one presenting here. And for everyone speaking today, I would kindly remind you, try to be as inspiring to these audience, because it's very boring when you have a boring presentation. So feel free to skip slides that you find too bearing. Try to make the most out of it, and the more inspiring you are, the more attentive the audience is. The more attentive the audience, the more inspiring the speaker is. One relevant comment is, you might have seen there's again a very rich program. This is on purpose. It's not because Jan Christian, you will see him in a minute, could not say no to any of you speaking, but we found that this community has been increased and developed so much that we want to really blur the line between the classic one-off speakers and audience participants. So a lot of you are participants speaking, contributing, and I invite all of you, use the time and breaks when we have questions to engage. You all have probably very valuable insights that we want to share. I have a little duck that I forgot in my hotel room this morning, which I will pick up over lunchtime. The little duck is from my daughter, and I will shout it, and it makes a funny, strange noise for all the speakers when you go over time. This is basically just a warning. Is the team here? I would just, a third thing, quite essentially point to you our people, so that you know whom you can talk to when you have any kind of problem wishes. So there's Roman just in front of here. There's Jakob. Could you please quickly stand up that people see you? My colleague Jakob, Jan Christian, Rasmus. We have Florin. We have Lena. We have Esther, who is probably just outside, and we have Pauline. There's Pauline. So if you have any question, if you need something missing, go to them, go to us, talk to us. With all this in mind, I would now like to invite my colleague Rasmus to take over and to give you a little insights into what he thinks is relevant for us on the content side.